Yeah, you just mentioned like, 10 cameras, 24 hours of footage. I'm just thinking like, all right, that edit by itself is going to take me a couple days. And like
just to watch the footage.
Yeah, just to watch over everything and like pick the good spots.
Which is why we have editors that work with our lead editors that just comb through footage. Like there are people whose job is to just watch absurd hours of footage of ours and just grab the good parts. Just so then our real editors can start like actually assembling it.
All right, that's a great segue into like building a team around you that can like help you do the stuff that you want to do. I'm kind of in the midst of maybe the biggest expansion of the team we've ever had, which is a lot of fun, really exciting. You get a little nervous about like, is it going to work? But I feel like we have such great people that there's no way it doesn't work. But as you build this team, because I feel like most people don't know how big your team is and like what all these people are doing. How do you think about that? Like, how do you build a team? How did you start building this team? What's your hiring philosophy?
Yeah,
I copied your Google Doc strategy, but like,
I'll just go all the way to the start. So I started when I was 13, and from 13 to whatever, I think 18, 19, it was all just me. Filmed, edited, ideas, all that stuff. 100% me, just so you know. But there came a point where the videos I was doing by myself were getting so hard and so difficult that I was going from like uploading 2 times a week to like 2 times a month to once a month. And I was like, crap, man, like at this rate, I'm going to upload once a year. And that's where, 19-year-old me was like, I just can't keep doing this. Like I got to figure out something. Either videos got to get easier. I need more help. So then, one of my best friends from my whole life is Chris. And then 2 other of my friends, I just called them. I was like, guys, like, I want to keep doing bigger videos, but like, I can't on my own. I'm overworked. Like, can you guys just quit your jobs and come help me? I swear, like, we'll figure it out. And so that's how it started. Just 3 of my friends. They had no idea what they were doing. I had no idea what I was doing. They had no knowledge of YouTube, and they're just like, yeah, whatever, we'll just do it. And so we started like that. And then, I was just bringing on like a person a month and scaling up. And, I would be like, yeah, definitely like, 5, 6 people, that's plenty. And then, as time goes on, my natural ambition kicks in. I want to do bigger videos. And I'm like, well, crap, now the uploads are going down because the videos are getting bigger. And so we just keep bringing on people because it's just not physically possible to do what we do without a big team, especially at this point. And so, now we have a few dozen people, and, yeah, it's definitely not easy. One thing is there's not many, well, at least in my case, I feel like for people like you who have videos that might, people from other industries might have a little bit more experience with, that it might be easier. But for us, like, no one really has experience, like, whatever, figuring out how to, I hate to keep referencing the rocket one, or I guess a better one would be how to make the world's largest shoes. Like, how do you do that? You know what I mean? I'm actually going to pull up my channel so I can stop referencing that one video over and over again. So yeah, it's been a lot of homegrown training, and like our newest video is buying everything in 5 stores, like, or putting 1 million Christmas lights on a house. How do you even get 1 million Christmas lights, right? So it was a lot of people that I personally just had to just train up myself. Like I said, you can't just find someone that just knows how to do those things. Like, it's like, hey, you just quit your job, come here. I swear to God, I'm going to teach you everything I know. I'm going to just pour all my knowledge into you. And in 6 months, you should be semi-good at buying 1 million Christmas lights and doing the weird things that I do. And so it's been a lot of that, because like people who come from other production companies or other parts, a lot of times they just don't get it. You know what I mean? They're like, why are you doing this? This doesn't make sense. It's not even profitable. I'm like, exactly. Now let's do it. You know?
There's no like, you can't put like something on your resume that will be like well understood that you would know how to edit a MrBeast video or like do the things that you guys do. It's like it's unprecedented basically is what it comes down to.
Exactly. So it's a lot of just finding people that are coachable, hardworking, and just really just want it. Because we also work pretty crazy hours, but and then the ones that really grind, I try to do my best just to reward them well, and it's one of the things I'm most excited about as we do grow and in the future, really just rewarding the people that help me get where I am.
So you said a few dozen people, which is like, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do you find, is part of your job like being a manager / boss kind of thing? Do you find like that's taking a lot of your time?
It's everything.
Videos used to take a lot of your time.
There's so much. And I honestly, just to anyone listening, like I wouldn't advise you try to go down the path I'm going. It's a lot. Unless you are just so head over heels on YouTube, that you just can't envision a world where you're not, and you just don't have this never-ending desire just to make the best videos possible. Like, it's a lot. I mean, it's so stressful to build a company and build other channels and spend all this money and taxes and just, you know, like, it's just doing one of my videos is just a large nightmare, and then trying to do them consistently. But frick, my ADHD kicked in. What was the original question again?
No, that's basically it. Is like, you spend a lot of time like being the boss. You told me Steve Jobs is one of your sort of idols, and I feel like that comes into play here.
Yes, exactly. No, and that's the thing, right? I am hyper passionate about YouTube and creating content, and for the longest time, I was like, yeah, you know, I'll just bring someone in and they'll manage my company or whatever, but that never ends up working. So yeah, if you want to get to the scale, you have to just learn how to be a good CEO, learn how to inspire people, lead them, you know, I mean, just everything, how to disseminate information, how to train people up, all that stuff. That's just like, it's a whole new world to me, because this is my first real business that I've ever ran. It takes up an unfathomable amount of my time. It's just learning how to be a good leader. But that's obviously it's more, if you have hypothetically 20 people, you know, you can get more done by being able to just, you know, effectively communicate with them and give them proper vision and putting those 20 people to work than you ever could by them just running around like chickens with their head cut off and you just working hard. You know what I mean? So it's obviously something you got to have in your skill set.
Definitely. It's something I'm trying to add to my own. So I love that your master plan is so open.